Very good afternoon to all. It's a pleasure to be here with you again, my esteemed officials of Alamein Academy and my dear colleague and students present here. It's my around third or fourth visit to Alamein Academy, and I'm always happy and delighted to be with you all students. First of all, it's a pleasure and delight that you have all invited me today for the felicitation. And on the onset, I would like to first welcome Naimuddin to our Assam Civil Service fraternity. While I had come and in the middle, I was able to hear a lot of his words, and it was really nice to hear how hard he worked and got through life. And I heard that we share another thing in common. Apart from that, we are in ACS. Is that we both are engineers. While he is electronics, I am electrical. So, with a technical background, with especially engineering, it becomes very easy to learn new things, because it is said that during engineering, lot of things are to be taught or gives a practical bent of mind. So I will highlight these points a bit later on my advice to you. So Naimuddin, I will really like to congratulate him how he worked hard. He worked in two very good companies, L&T Infotech and HFCL, Hindustan Futuristics, which is now producing very good 5G equipments for all the country to enjoy 5G services. And he has given UPSC also and APSC also. This year he has cleared UPSC, and I would like to tell you that for any public service exam, it is very tough, not only because you have to study hard, because the time length which takes for the completion of the exam is very tough, very long. You have to first give prelims, and then around 6-7 months it takes for the mains, and after the mains it takes another 4-5 months, sometimes more. UPSC does it more efficiently and APSC does it a bit longer. So after that you are tensed, then you have to give your interview, and so it's more than takes almost a year, and for them it took more than 2 years. And I know it was very harrowing journey for them, because they had to face the uncertainty of a court case which had been going on regarding the implementation of your mother tongue language in the exam. And given so much hardships, and still he has been able to come out in a very high manner is really good. And that he also told you many things, advised many things, what to do, what not to do. And I really congratulate him from my heart on clearing the exam, because this exam was a very tough on the mind, as lot of uncertainties were. Still, I think a week or 10 days ago, no one knew what would have happened to this batch. But still, it's good that they are back. They have got the results, and I would like to see them join our service soon, because for the last 1 year we have been facing huge shortage in assistant commissioners in all our districts, and so when they join, they will definitely relieve a lot of pressure on our assistant commissioners who are in the district. So just a guide on what will happen to them now. After their results, around few months later, they will be going to staff college for their training. They will have two trainings. One is a general training. All the persons who has cleared this exam, including APS, ACS, the Inspector of Excise, Inspector of Taxes, all of them will take 1 month exam, 1 month of training, and then 1.5 months for specialized Assam Civil Service course. In this course, they will be given all the aptitude and knowledge which they will require to be in the service. I hope and extend my wishes to him so that he is able to clear and get most knowledge out of that time. I had cleared in 2015 also. I had got excise inspector at that time. So I think the most important thing which you can do at this time, he has given a lot of advice, is to inculcate a habit of inquisitiveness. I think that the sense and habit of inquisitiveness is one which is the most important, which we should inculcate, because we should remember that from a stage of apes to the position which we are being in space. If you see the movie 2001 A Space Odyssey, the journey is very clearly shown. I think the best aspect which we had as a human being is the sense of inquisitiveness. So inculcate that habit. So he told you to read newspapers. So whenever you read a newspaper, inculcate a habit of inquisitiveness. For example, I will just like to highlight, if you get a newspaper news that Reserve Bank of India has raised the reserve repo rate and repo rate by 50 basis points. So read a bit more. Today we have a very brilliant technology. Earlier, imagine 10, 20 years back, maybe 30 years back, if anyone had to learn anything, he would have to find someone or go to the library, look through thousands of books, and then maybe find one answer. If you have to know repo rate or anything, he will have to spend huge amount of time. He will have to access the books. But today you are in such a position that anything you want to know, you can get to know in an instant through internet. So avail these things, avail the technology which you have, and try to learn things which come across you, because when for APSC the specialized knowledge for Public Service Commission will come when you prepare specially. But at this time, try to inculcate this habit of inquisitiveness, because especially UPSC or APSC to a certain extent, many questions will come which you will find not directly related to your knowledge, but if you have those basic foundation knowledge, you will be able to answer them. So my dear students, at this point of time, develop that sense of inquisitiveness, and also develop a good foundation of whatever subject you are studying now, because this will be the basis on which your life will be built on. This will be the basis on which your building of your knowledge, your career will depend. Because if your foundation is weak and later you want to build a strong and tall building, it will not be possible. So get your basics correct in whatever you are learning, and later in life, wherever you go, it will help you build other things. I am myself an electrical engineer, but I had attempted UPSC. My friend here told me that he had told you that not to change your optionals, but I did change my optionals. I had appeared for UPSC with history and electrical engineering. First time I appeared for APSC with history and political science, and then I shifted to history and education, with just history remaining constant all the time. So you should develop this sense of inquisitiveness and also the basic foundation on which you will build your knowledge. And at any point of life, you should know that having the prerequisite knowledge of doing any work is sine qua non. It's very essential. It's very essential, because wherever you work, in whatever field you work, the people who work under you, if you try to bluff your way around, they will look through you, no matter how you brilliantly try to present yourself. No matter what you do, if you don't have the correct aptitude and you don't have the correct knowledge, you won't be able to succeed in life, because that is the ultimate thing on which you will be able to do. And if you are able to do that, you will be able to succeed in life. I have worked in the private sector, the public sector, and now enforcement agency and government sector also. In all this work, I have found that these things are required in whatever work you do. You have to give your 100%. And when you give your 100%, if you, no matter how tough your job is, no matter how tough your life is, you will find that a few years you work very tough, you acquire the knowledge, and rest of your life you can work easily because you know what to do at what juncture of time. I will not like to lengthen my speech that long because today is a day where my friend here should be the limelight more, and if anything is there, you can ask me also. I would definitely like to help. And with this word, and again congratulations to my friend, I would like to end my speech. Thank you.